What's up, everyone? Slaughterwall here. Today I wanted to talk to you all about my recent Tekken 8 ranked experience. This video is being recorded live from the Water Tribe. The hoodie blanket that you see me wearing is extremely comfortable, and I will not be taking it off for this video. Anyway, I wanted to go over my thoughts on the current landscape of Tekken 8 ranked. The matches that you're seeing on screen are from the set in which I achieve GOD 1, and I do use the term achieve very loosely, as it didn't really feel that fulfilling to accomplish. I also didn't really change anything about my gameplay other than maybe I opened my eyes like a tad wider, paid even a slight amount of more attention to the games that I played, but I don't feel like I really played that much better. So just a personal observation. That's not to shit on the people that I played against or the person that you see on screen. At least to give this guy, a little bit of grace here. He was in NA2, so obviously our connection isn't stellar. What you just saw on screen, extremely unfortunate for that guy. Probably should have held back.
In Tekken, hold back to block mids and highs.
Anyway, I kind of want to talk about why it didn't feel fulfilling to get GOD 1 despite being hard stuck regular GOD for such a long time. And I did take a small break. Not a break long enough that I felt like, there would be a difference in the ranked landscape, but I will tell you that, while I did have a fair amount of matches that made me sweat, and I definitely lost matches, I felt like the overwhelming majority of what I encountered was just blue rank gameplay. Except the only difference between GOD and blue ranked is that GOD takes more rank points to get through. So, I don't know, I just didn't feel like anything really materially changed for me. I just feel like the landscape around me changed, and therefore I, by default, kind of just was able to move up relatively easily after, taking a small break. And I think that we can attribute that to a few things, right? Obviously, we can talk on and on about the balance of this game. We can talk about how broken it is, interactions being, extremely inconsistent, even more so than the expected inconsistency that Tekken historically has presented to us. Tekken 8, you can say mainly inconsistencies at the wall, things like that. You could talk about how heat is carrying people, blah, 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 blah. I'm not really here to talk about game balance. I'm here to talk about how the rank system in this game kind of just like artificially sends you through it. And I think the best way for me to talk about this is to recall my Tekken 7 ranked experience. Now, although I was not new to Tekken by any stretch of the imagination, I had only played, friends and family, and like that's kind of it. I was really good in, against my friends and family, and they couldn't beat me. And then I was like, oh well, I'll go online because I'm nice, right? So I experienced that in, T6 Tag 2, and I kind of was discouraged from playing it. T7 rolls around, and I decided, hey, maybe I should actually learn how to play this game. So I pretty much just struggled upwards the whole time, but every time I broke out of an area in which I struggled in, I felt like I accomplished something, namely green ranks. We, in T7, we all kind of laugh at the green rank experience because it's just like, a mashy mess. And, to the trained player, obviously green rank ain't shit. But for people who are, new or inexperienced to competitive strategy, fundamentals, what have you, green ranked was hard. I was hard stuck there for such a long time. And, when I finally got out of it, wow, what a feeling, And then, I kind of repeated that experience between red ranks, purple rank, blue rank. I felt like I went between purple and blue a lot in T7. And, eventually I make it to Tekken God Prime, albeit at the end of the game's life cycle. I still felt the sense of accomplishment because I still played against hard opponents to get there, at least to me. This doesn't, I don't know, Tekken 8 just doesn't feel that way. Talk about season 1, right? Everybody gets to GOD, and it's at like varying skill levels, right? You could argue to say that GOD was, an extension to blue rank then, and I'll get to why I still feel like it is, but there needed to be something done between season 1 and season 2 to spread the rank, the player base out a little bit, but the way that they did it, I just think is wrong. I don't think they needed to add 8 additional ranks on the top end. I think what they needed to do is allow new players to lose rank points. You can't have the green rank experience that I had in T7 because the game simply doesn't allow you to. The game simply doesn't give you a rank in which you're supposed to be hard stuck in to learn and move forward. That's not how it works anymore. This game, you don't lose rank points until Warrior. You get reduced loss of points during Vanquisher to Battle Ruler as of Season 2. So you are constantly sending new and inexperienced players on an escalator up. And for what? Like, I think that it helps with the rank retention, or the player retention, because like eventually they have to hit a wall. But what if those players never hit a wall, right? That's maybe I'm just talking myself into their reasoning here. New players or inexperienced players can't hit walls in the same way that we did in previous Tekken games, because if you're constantly putting them on an escalator and you add more ranks on the top, then that wall never comes, right? I mean, I'm sure that people still get hard stuck. That experience needs to happen earlier for the health of the game, for the health of the player base, for the improvement of those players. It's for their best interest that they get hard stuck in lower ranks. It's just, I don't know. It's just not encouraging to have gone through GOD swimmingly without making any improvements. Let new players lose points. Let them lose points. Let them suck. It's okay. Anyway, I put my 2 cents in where nobody asked for it. Feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever. We'll get streams back up. More tournament streams, more offline tournaments, off stream. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Peace.